this right here, you bunch of prima donna ballerina mother.
Welcome everyone, I'm Jordan Sharp. As we head into training camp here in just a week or so, it is time to take a look at the updated future odds from Bovada Sportsbook on all 32 NFL teams. Right now we're looking at one of the worst, one of the biggest, if not the biggest underdog of all of the NFL, and that is the Jacksonville Jaguars, who come in with a Super Bowl price of 200 to 1. Yes, they are the only team from Bovada that is at plus 20,000 or 200 to 1 to win the Super Bowl. Obviously, you're not going to bet on this wager. Jacksonville's going to be lucky to win another 4 games like they did last year, but they started out playing pretty well on defense towards the end of the season, and I think that's what their philosophy is going to be built here in the beginning. Their offense is still going to be lacking. However, defense first in the squad is going to win them 4 or 5 games this season like it did last season. They did some really good free agent pickups. They pilfered Chris Clemens and Red Bryant from the Super Bowl champion Seahawks to come join Gus Bradley, the former defensive coordinator and, of course, second-year head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Obviously, the future odds are a little inflated here because they are such a bad team, but Jacksonville could show some people some things this season if their offense is at least competent. We know their defense should be pretty good. They have a pretty good front seven. They should be able to get some pressure on some people, and that division is not that tough. The Texans, Titans, both very beatable. Jacksonville could very easily finish second in this division if everything goes right for them throughout the entire season. Let's say the Texans have another bad season. Let's say the Titans only win 3 or 4 games. Jacksonville could legitimately be second right behind the Colts. However, I'm not really betting on that, but their ATS value could be in play here because of how undervalued some of these future odds are. Their AFC price still very high at 100 to 1 or plus 10,000. Of course, they're dealing with the Justin Blackmon situation. He looks to be suspended for the entire year. Their best, most dynamic receiver out now. And for Chad Henne, Blake Bortles, whoever ends up starting for quarterback for this team, it's going to be very difficult to just get the ball downfield with just Cecil Shorts. We saw it last year without Blackmon for the first 4 games. Jaguars really struggled, and Shorts really didn't get much separation because he was being doubled and triple teamed basically the entire time. Without Blackmon, it's going to be very hard for this offense to move the football. Maurice Jones-Drew is now gone. Rashad Jennings is gone. This team doesn't have a whole lot in regards to skill players, and that's going to be a big problem. But their defense, like I mentioned, probably still going to be pretty good. AFC South price right now is plus 1,400. Obviously, that's way behind most of the other teams. The Colts are at minus 160, Texans at 3 to 1, and the Titans at 5 to 1. So as you can see, they're still a huge underdog in their division, but with the additions they made, like I said, on defense, they should at least be competent, and not really picking them to get first, but a bet to get win second might be actually a pretty good bet this season with the Jacksonville Jaguars. However, none of such bets exist, so therefore you really have to lay off the Jacksonville Jaguars future odds at all costs, possibly retaining some ATS value this season, but I'm not putting any bet on that either until I see some improvement this preseason. That'll do it for the Jaguars. Make sure you check out all my other 31 team updates and future odds updates here as we head into training camp. But until then, I'm Jordan Sharp, and this has been another edition of the Sharp Pick.